What happens when someone who is blind takes LSD? Acid is known for its kaleidoscopic visuals. Hills can start breathing in and out, walls can start bending, and colours can seem more vibrant. If you take a very high dose, you might even see something that isn't there. But would there be any visuals if you were completely blind? One case study that we can look at was published in 2018 by researchers from the University of Bath in the UK. It was the story of a 70-year-old rock musician who's been blind from birth. In the study, he's referred to as Mr. Blue Pentagon, apparently after his favourite batch of LSD. He gave a detailed account of the times he'd taken acid in the 1970s. Mr. Pentagon, who had been blind from birth, said that he did not perceive vision, whether on the acid or not. He did, however, have very strong auditory and tactile hallucinations, so things that he heard were sounding different, or he was hearing things that weren't actually there, and his sense of touch was affected a lot as well. The researchers said that this overlapped into something called synaesthesia. Synaesthesia is a rare condition in which one sense is perceived in the form of another. For example, a person may hear colours or taste sounds. Now, this overlap of senses may occur because of cross-communication between brain networks processing each sense. The researchers in this study believed that Mr. Blue Pentagon's experience with acid may give insights into how novel synaesthesia experiences through multiple senses are concocted by the brain, especially a brain that's wired differently due to a lack of vision. Numerous anecdotal reports suggest, and a few studies have documented, that LSD causes auditory visual synaesthesia, an experience in which sounds and sights influence each other. Mr. Blue Pentagon appeared to experience a similar phenomenon, but rather than mixing sounds and sight, it involved the senses that were available to him, sound and touch. That's what the researchers suggested, but they also stressed that more research is needed. "I never had any visual images come to me," he told the researchers. "I can't see or imagine what light or dark might look like. But under the influence of acid, sounds felt unique, and listening to music felt like being immersed in a waterfall," he said. The music of Bach's Third Brandenburg Concerto brought on like a waterfall effect. I could hear violins playing in my soul and found myself having a 1-hour-long monologue using different tones of voices. LSD gave everything height. The sounds coming from the songs that I would normally listen to became three-dimensional, deep, and delayed. This video is brought to you by Easy Test Kits, quick, reliable and affordable drug testing kits for all your favourite party prescriptions. Remember that you can't have an efficient or strategic sesh if you don't know exactly which substance you're dealing with. To learn more or to pick up, say, an LSD testing kit, click the description below and use my promo code SESH for a 10% discount. Another study we can look at was published in 1963 when 24 blind people were also given acid. Now, the reason that they did this was because 3 years earlier in 1960 there was another study which involved some of the same researchers, where they noted that giving people that weren't blind LSD influence the chemical nerve signalings in the retina in their eye. The retina is the part of the eye that's sensitive to light. The researchers wanted to know if the change in these chemical nerve signals actually were involved in hallucinations or not. That's why in 1963 they decided to give blind people LSD. Now, in the end, they concluded that this wasn't the case. That change in the electrical signals in the retina of the eye weren't actually responsible for hallucinations, but their findings were interesting nonetheless. Not all of the 24 participants were fully blind from birth. 4 of the participants were totally blind by the age of 2, and the remaining 20 participants were fully blind by late childhood. Each participant was given either a placebo or 1 microgram of LSD per kilo of body weight. The taste of the dose was disguised by cherry syrup, so no participant knew which one they had. The participants were interviewed about the experience and their responses were tape recorded before, during, and after the process. 13 of the 24 blind people reported having a visual experience. They reported seeing things like spots, lights, dots, and flickers. 2 of the participants reported seeing complex visual imagery like faces, objects, or colours. Shortly after this study in the 1960s, the war on drugs hysteria came in, and that completely hampered the research into the effects of psychedelics.
LSD-25 has been found by several investigators to cause breakage in human chromosomes.
It only means that we have abnormal fetuses.
What about the question of self-insight and self-awareness?
LSD is a really groovy way to find out more about the things around you.
LSD helps me understand the whole world better.
LSD helps you to understand your own mind.
On rare occasions, they may obtain valid insights. So often, though, all too often, they do not.
Even now, after the so-called psychedelic renaissance, it's still very, very difficult for researchers to jump through all the hoops and, or get through the reams of red tape required to carry out this work. So the ones that do have the inclination to get through all that and study this tend to sort of focus on bigger topics like how can these drugs be used to treat things like complex PTSD or depression. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of studies into when blind people are taking hallucinogens, and even those ones that we do have aren't comparing people who are blind to people who've got full sight. Because of the aims of both of these studies, they didn't actually have the sort of interest to compare the emotional experiences or the overall experiences of the psychedelics. They were mainly interested in how the psychedelics can affect the retina in the eye. They didn't ask the participants if the experiences that we're having were positive, neutral, or negative. And crucially, they did not compare people who were blind to people who had full sight in terms of when they take psychedelics. It wasn't like a controlled study looking at those two groups. But there is also quite a lot of anecdotal stuff out there, so not actually scientific research, but interesting to look at nonetheless. There's this Reddit post, for instance, where a 44-year-old musician talks about his experiences being blind from birth. He said, quote, "Being old school, I have tried many different types of hallucinogens. I can tell you firsthand that visuals are possible even for the totally blind. Well, I can see light and darkness, and if something blocks the light, I can see a blurry shape, but nothing that I can make out clearly. Naturally, sounds are a big part of my trip experiences, but I have seen some things as well. I had a buddy that had his own light show set up, and we used to trip out on really good acid, and he'd shine these high-powered lights through prisms, and I saw all kinds of wild stuff. I believe I've seen colour because of these experiences." In this 2013 post on shroomery.org, a guy said that he gave someone who was blind DMT. Apparently he was blind from birth, but his visual cortex was intact. He said that his eyes shot wide open and he started sobbing for about 7 minutes. And all he was saying with tears and sobbing is, "It's so beautiful, I can't, I don't, it's just so beautiful." He said he can't describe what he saw, but he did see something and he was blind from birth. These anecdotal reports might not be evidence per se, but they are very interesting, and to me it seems that it would be worth doing more research into this. In 2017, Dr. 𝙬𝙧𝙞𝙥𝙯 from the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies was asked that if they think that in the future there's going to be more research into what happens when blind people take hallucinogens. The assumption that these questions are trivial may be correct, she said. The effects of psychedelics extend far beyond sensory changes. The profound changes in emotion and ego matter much more, and they appear to be the same whether you're blind or not. If you find these videos useful or interesting, do me a favor, hit the bell and sub. You can get them on Spotify too. If you liked that video, you might also like this one about how the state of North Korea are actually one of the world's biggest drug traffickers. I'll see you on the next one.